Really windy. Performance surgery. Bob's and Dad. Bit of a hectic day. Yes, guys. Thank you. Look, fully vaccinated. I got done. Well, I did it. Can't believe this.
Coming up in episode 1, I start my Yale experience with a virtual orientation week, followed by 6 weeks of studying remotely from Australia with a 12-hour time difference, taking exams and classes in the middle of the night, and then I finally get my visa and get ready to go to the US and see Yale for the first time. I'm a 19-year-old Australian and I spent my last year studying as a freshman at Yale University in the US. My first year at Yale was in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, so it was a memorable but crazy time. I've shared most of my experiences so far on my YouTube channel, but I haven't shared everything quite yet. So that's why I've created the Yale Diaries, a series of 7 videos through which I'm going to tell the full story of my first year at college. Even if you're a regular viewer, this series is going to contain quite a lot of footage that you will never have seen before. And while I am so grateful for all of my time at Yale so far, this past year has been the most difficult year of my life, and as you'll see as the series progresses, I got to a pretty low point in my last semester. But we haven't got there quite yet, so this is episode 1 of the Yale Diaries, and it starts at orientation week, which I took part in from my bedroom in Perth. As an international student, I attended OIS. Normally, this is an on-campus, in-person event just before the beginning of the semester. It's a fun-filled few days getting to know everyone, playing games, having talent shows, and shopping for things international students might not have, like SIM cards and setting up bank accounts, and also basics from Target. But this year, it had to be on Zoom, and instead of being together, we were spread out across the globe in almost every single different time zone. Good. Hi, Hi, I'm Tia. I'm from Perth, which is in Western Australia. I was just placed into Morse College, so anyone else? Oh, yay! Someone! Oh, wow! That sounds really cool. I love drama as well. Were you involved in drama much at school? I know, it's a shame, is that our very first year? Not really the same thing, but yeah, hopefully our time at Yale will like improve as we go along. So it'll like get better and better. Oh, I think our time is, or is it gonna give us an extra minute? Oh no, it's gonna give us actually. Hi everyone, my name's Tia and I'm currently sick, not with COVID, with an allergy illness. I'm from Perth, Western Australia, so that's like 12 hours ahead of where most of you guys are, so it's currently like 9:30 p.m. I'm very undecided on my major and my favourite number is 17, just because I'm born on the 17th of March. I just had some trouble getting my visa. I've been able to get it now, but I have to apply to the Australian government for an exemption to leave the country, so that's just kind of delaying my arrival a bit. I'm hoping to come hopefully early October. Yes, exactly. There we have it, my first ever class at Yale taken from my bedroom in Perth on Zoom. Not the way I envisioned starting college, but it was a pretty cool experience nonetheless. Now, Yale did actually allow freshman students to be on campus for the first semester of our academic year. However, the reason I'm currently in Australia is because I had issues with my F1 visa due to COVID. My appointment kept getting cancelled. If you've watched my videos, you'll understand the reasons why. So essentially, I couldn't get my visa in time for the start of the semester due to COVID, so I had to start studying remotely from my home in Perth, which is a 12-hour time difference to Yale. So if I had a class at 2 p.m, it would be at 2 a.m. my time, which was just wonderful. Studying with a 12-hour time difference was quite the experience, as you'll see in this video, but I'm almost a little bit glad that my visa didn't arrive in time for the start of the semester, because I wasn't 100% sure at this stage whether I actually wanted to move to the US for my first semester, just because of COVID, because there was no COVID in my home in Perth, and there was obviously a lot of COVID in the US, and I wasn't sure whether the pros outweighed the cons at this stage for me of moving to the US. So I wasn't really sure if I was going to go to the US or not, but the decision was made for me when I didn't get my visa in time. Or, well, okay, there is a story behind this. It's the most embarrassing story of my life regarding the whole visa situation, so you'll have to wait. It's gonna come up in this video in a little bit, but first let's backtrack to the first week of the semester. So the first week of each semester at Yale is called shopping week, and it's basically the time where you get to shop for classes, so you can take a few extra classes, go to all of them, and then decide which ones you want to keep and which ones you want to drop, and then you stick with those ones for the rest of the semester. So the classes I took in shopping week were Math 115, Econ 115, Chem 163, English something something something, Humanities 115, and PLSC 040. And at the end of the shopping week, I decided to drop English, which I stand by. That was a good decision. Or should I have dropped maths? Last Friday I had to finalise my course schedule, and I am doing economics, chemistry, maths, a first year seminar called How to Read the News, and another half credit class called Purposes of College Education, which is basically like a thing that international students have to do for complicated reasons. During the first week of the semester, as well as the week before the first week of the semester, we were having daily meetings with our FROCO group. Now, FROCOs it's short for Freshman Coordinator, so they're a student in their senior year at Yale who kind of takes on and mentors a group of first year students, and every first year student in that group is like together you're collectively called a FROCO group. So we were having weekly meetings for 2 weeks, and they were at 8 p.m. in the US, which was 8 a.m. for me. And we were also having these things each day called coffee chats, which were a chance for you to catch up one-on-one with someone else in your FROCO group, and you would go and sit with them and talk with them and kind of get to know them a bit more. And it's basically a way to try and start some friendships within your college. However, I was in Perth and everyone else in my FROCO group was on campus in Morse College at Yale. So I felt very kind of not left out, because they did try to include me and do some like Zoom coffee chats, but it was really hard knowing that everyone else was catching up in person in the courtyard, having a good time together, whereas I was literally on the other side of the world. So this is what my class schedule looked like when I was studying from Australia. Obviously, as you can see, the classes just go right through the night. And the first week of classes basically just passed in a blur of tiredness.
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby.
Good morning, everybody. I had a meeting last night that went from 10:30 p.m. until 12:30 a.m. and now I'm really tired. You love that for me on a Sunday night. And that was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back, because I did not get enough sleep last week. I had to wake up 5 times, 5 out of the 7 nights in the middle of the night for a class or a lecture or a meeting. And then last night I didn't get to bed until like almost 1 a.m. and now the camel's back is broken.
Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked.
So the Zoom meeting that I was just on is like a chemistry office hours kind of thing. So my chem class has these things called peer tutors, and they're students I think in their 2nd or 3rd years that have like taken this chemistry class before, and what they do is they hold office hours and you can just go onto the hours. Obviously they're on Zoom at the moment, and you just join the Zoom and you can just like ask them questions on anything that's going on in the class, like ask them to go over content with you, or what I was doing was asking for help on this chemistry problem set that I'm currently trying to do, which is due on Wednesday. So yeah, that's super helpful. You can basically just like go on and be like, hey, I have no idea how to do this question, and they'll just like walk through the whole thing with you. So it's really, really good. And now I'm currently just working on doing the rest of the problem set.
You could be the one I trust. All the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love.
I am now about to watch a chemistry lecture recorded that I couldn't attend because it was like at like midnight or something. I haven't finished the problem set yet, but I don't want to, so I'm not going to do that right now.
Move so fast, baby, I will show you how you can catch my vibe. And right away, got so much time looping in the blurry lights.
Just finished training. Currently 6:01 p.m. and then my week of classes start tonight because I'm 12 hours ahead, so like it starts at 9 a.m. there, which is 9 p.m. my time. So got maths at 9 p.m, 9 to 10:15. I'm just in my maths class now. I need to turn my camera on. Oh, I just have to check that I'm on mute. It's currently 9 p.m, so I am in my maths class.
Told me you believe in something, and you said you're done pretending that fate is patient. Go run away, get it out of your system.
What is maths? I do not know. Hi, how are you? Pretty good. Thank you so much for meeting with me at this slightly strange hour. Currently trying to finish my chem problem set, which is due tomorrow, but like tomorrow night, like tomorrow at like 9 p.m. my time, which is 9 a.m. their time. So like all my problem sets for economics, maths and chemistry are all, every time I say maths I go to say methods, but I'm like, no, it's not methods, it's maths. They're all due on Wednesday. I didn't realize I had a problem set for economics until I accidentally like stumbled across it when I was looking for something else on Canvas, but good thing because it's due tomorrow. I've been having an existential crisis, but I kind of solved it, kind of. It's currently 9 p.m. and I'm about to go to sleep because I need to wake up in 2 hours for my first year seminar. It's currently 11:35. I just woke up. Let's go. It's currently midterms midnight. We're having a 30-second break in our class so we can like get up and get moving and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not getting out of my comfy seat. I've got my doona here. I also have a 7 a.m. class and then something that goes from 8 till 10 a.m. as well. It's currently 1 a.m. and I'm going to be waking up at 7 a.m. for my next class, so I will see you in 6 hours. Good morning, everybody. It's 7:01 and I'm late. That's nice. Hang on. I haven't done like heaps of uni work today, but yeah, basically like all of my lectures have now ended for the week. I've got still a couple of discussion sections to go to tomorrow and on Saturday. I have a discussion section at 7 a.m. on Saturday morning. How sad is that? But yeah, I've got like some lectures to watch, but it's okay if I didn't watch them today. I'll just watch them tomorrow, you know, it's fine. So I'm just watching my lecture and the professor goes, at the end of the semester, we're gonna get you to write a short essay of about 5 to 6 pages. A short essay of 6 pages? What? How's that short? That's like a book.
Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim. And come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within.
Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday today. This morning I had my discussion section at 7 a.m, which was really nice, for my how to read the, no, not for my how to read the news, for my class on the purposes of college education. The next few weeks passed in a very similar fashion to the second week, and then my visa arrived. Guys, the most embarrassing moment of my life has just happened. I just filmed a TikTok about it, so I'll let that explain it. My visa this whole time. Why did nobody tell me it's in the passport? Like, they There was no instructions. The envelope just came like this and my passport was in it, but like there was no instructions in there at all. And I assumed what they'd done was like, I don't know, taken photocopies of all of the things that I needed from my passport, made sure they'd got all the information from my passport that they needed, and then they sent that back to me so I could get that back, and then they used that information from my passport over the next few days to do my visa, and then they send my visa to me. But my visa is just like, it's just, I thought my visa was like a whole, like a big A4 thing of documents, but it's just like a little thing that they stick in the passport, which makes so much sense, by the way. So smart. But like, that was said nowhere. Nowhere did it say that the visa it comes in the passport. Like, I can't believe that. I am in shock. Okay, well at least I have my visa now, so I can leave for the US, guys. Next vlog is Yale dorm tour. JK. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But that is a big advancement. Advancement? Also, like, literally, how did I get into Yale? Hi, I have an update on my visa for you.
It's arrived.
It was in my passport.
Oh my God, Father, are you joking?
No.
The passport that you said was sent back to you the next day and you're wondering why they couldn't get it back to you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm so confused. I thought it was like a big thing, like a big A4 thing of documents, and the passport just arrived with like no instructions at all. And then I like been ringing and emailing the consulate, and then they like, after I emailed them, they called me back and they were like, you said your passport's arrived, and I was like, yeah, and they were like, open it, and I was like, oh. Yeah. I was,
oh my God.
I know, it's just a tiny little sticker thing in there.
Yeah, well, I guess I knew that was what a visa was in your passport. I didn't even think.
Yeah. So once I actually had my visa, even though I technically had it the whole time, but once I knew I had it, I actually remember a very like noticeable shift in my mindset, because before I'd actually got my visa, I was kind of iffy about whether or not I thought I should go to the US. But as soon as I got my visa, I realized I really did want to go to the US. I wanted to get to campus because the lifestyle that I was living, literally being nocturnal, I was so tired. I was completely just, I was getting like 1% of the college experience. I was making no friends. I was just not in the best place. It was just a very unsustainable lifestyle. I couldn't keep up studying in the middle of the night. If I hadn't been able to get to the US, I'm not sure if I would have made it through the first semester studying with the 12-hour time difference, because it was really challenging. I might have made it through that semester, but I would have had to just stop and take a leave of absence or something the next semester, because I really just couldn't keep that going. It wasn't at all sustainable for me. So I made the decision to move to the US. And to leave Australia during COVID, I had to apply for an exemption to leave the country, and this was granted based on the fact that I was going to be gone for at least 3 months, which I was. I was gone for like 8 or 9 months. So that was granted, and then I booked my flight and it was leaving in a week. So it all happened very quickly. And now we arrive at my last week in Australia, which was such a busy week because I was trying to pack, I was trying to say goodbye to everyone. I didn't know when I'd be home next. And I had to sit 2 midterm exams in the middle of the night. Hey guys, second really fun, notable event happening this week is my exam. It's occurring at 1 AM. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me right. I have an exam that starts at 1 AM, ends at 2:35 AM. How unfortunate for me. Especially as I'm like a kind of 10 PM bedtime kind of person. It's an economics exam. The opportunity cost of me doing this exam at 1 AM is 2 hours of the activity, the next best activity that I'd be doing, which in my case is sleeping. So the opportunity cost of me doing this exam is 2 hours of sleep. If I'm not making sense, exactly, this is how much sense I'm gonna make on my exam, because it's 1 AM. So I just finished the exam. It's 3 AM. I've never been awake at 3 AM before, I don't think. So I have an exam tonight. It begins at 10:30 p.m. finishes at 12:30 a.m. I think. It's a maths exam. So yeah, that's an unfortunate time, but not as bad as 1 a.m. A lot better, like so much better than 1 a.m. And I have a lot of study to do. I haven't started studying for it at all yet. My gosh, okay, I'm gonna go study, bye. So yeah, those exams were not a good time. Now the maths one, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. That's really not an ideal time, especially for me because I am definitely not a night owl, but it was better. At least it's not right in the very, very middle of the night. And also the maths people, they did offer us 2 different times to sit the exam, so I could have done it from like 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. or from 10 p.m. to midnight. So at least there was a little bit of flexibility there. But the economics exam, okay, there was no flexibility at all on this one. And I knew as soon as I saw the exam time, I was really going to struggle concentrating, like being awake, let alone concentrating, let alone doing my very first midterm exam at Yale from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. So although this was the time that my class was, I would watch this class recorded. I wouldn't wake up at this time during the night. So I talked to my teaching fellow and I emailed the course director for economics and I explained my situation and I said, is there any other time I can take the exam? I'm happy to take it before everyone else or after everyone else. I'm happy to like do it whenever, but can I please not take it at like 1 a.m. because it's really, it's not my fault that I was in Australia due to COVID. And when I made the decision to actually start Yale this year rather than take a gap year because of COVID, all us international students were assured that no matter our time zone, we would be accommodated and there would be accommodations made for us, and that they weren't going to make life difficult for us just because we were in a different time zone, whether we just didn't feel comfortable going to the US because of COVID or because we actually physically couldn't get there. They would do their very best to accommodate us if we were in a different time zone. So that was like the one of the reasons I decided to start Yale rather than to defer my enrollment. However, the response I received back from everyone who I tried to contact about the economics thing, which was quite a few people, was basically that we're not changing the time for you, this is when the exam is and you've got to sit it then. So I sat it then, but this is probably the one thing that I'm quite disappointed in that happened in my freshman year, just because I think there should have been an accommodation made given the circumstances, and it just really made me extremely stressed and extremely anxious. I had multiple mental breakdowns before the exam because I was just so concerned about my ability to concentrate in an exam at 1 a.m. And I know in the grand scheme of things, like, come on, you know, it's just an exam in your freshman year, does it really matter? No, but I was so overtired already at this point because I had not been sleeping enough because I had to take some classes during the middle of the night and wake up very early for classes, as you've seen. And this was also the week before I was leaving for the US, so I was trying to pack. I was nervous about leaving home. Trying to do all these things, and this was my first ever economics exam at Yale, and I just wanted to do well, and it really, yeah, I am not too happy with the handling of this situation, but it's over now. It's happened and I got through it, so yeah. Oh my gosh, my room.
How are you gonna take like everything you own with you to Yale?
But like, I don't even have that much stuff that's really that important to take. Like, I just take some clothes and that's it. I'm really.
You're gonna need a lot of clothes.
I'm gonna need.
You're going away for like a year.
I know. I'm gonna buy
you're
some.
Going away for your mum never wants you home, so you're.
Yeah, I'm going away for 4 years until I finish my degree, and then I'll probably go to university in England.
Yeah. Okay, leave me again.
Yeah. Online shopping, Amazon,
yeah.
Prime. That's what I'm gonna be getting. I just ordered like 50 things to Yale, so
50,
hopefully.
Really?
No, not 50, like 5. But Yale is hopefully like okay with all that because that's just all gonna arrive. Yeah.
That'll be fine.
I got fairy lights.
You wouldn't have had Musical.ly.
No.
You didn't even have TikTok until that long ago.
And then
now you're famous. How many followers do you have now? Like 12,000 or something?
13,000.
Oh wow.
Keep
Sorry.
up. Yeah.
Doesn't your arm get sore? My arm's literally sore.
Yeah, I do have to keep swapping. It's quite heavy.
You still haven't even uploaded our last video together.
You're really behind on your
Oh,
YouTube.
do you know what I can't do?
Oh, I can do that kind of.
Yeah. Show me.
Wait, no, I'm not very good at it.
Okay. I was expecting more.
I can actually,
I was
wait, hang on,
expecting
let me
more.
practice.
Hey.
Yeah, well, we're talking about different things. So.
Yeah, we're talking about different things. I'm talking about the squirrel run that goes forwards, and she's talking about the rabbit one that goes backwards. Hi guys, so it's Sunday now.
It's really windy.
It's really windy, so we're having like my friend's goodbye thing today with everyone.
Not a meet and greet, a cry and bye.
A cry and bye. Credits to Sarah for the name. Update, no one's here. Oh no, one person came.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nora. Nora, hi if you're watching. Thank you so much for coming. You're the only person who's come so far. It is 3:22, so I said to just like drop in any time between 3 and 6.
And I feel like people are always like not on.
People are always Nora was on time.
Yeah, Nora.
Shout out to Nora. So yeah, we're about to open the popcorn.
Yeah,
because
we love
popcorn. Okay, so I finally have friends, everyone. Yay. Shout out to Jemima. Who she gave me.
Oh
Look.
yeah, this is so cute.
She gave me this. Oh my gosh, whoa, look at that.
Golden
That
hour.
lighting.
It really do be golden hour.
She gave me this little Australian
That's actually the
package.
cutest thing.
It is
They're not
so
like
cute.
Twisties in America. Obviously not.
Maybe not, I think they're an Australian thing.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's kind of cool.
So this is the current packing situation. Clothes. I have, wow. It's not actually as much as it looks like. It looks like a lot, but oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I feel like I'm not going to get everything packed in time, but the cool thing is that when I'm editing this video, I'll be at Yale and I will have got everything packed in time and it will have worked out. So literally 2 sleeps. 2 sleeps. Oh my god. So I've just finished an exhausting couple of hours of like hardcore trying to decide what clothes I'm actually gonna take. It's so weird to think that when I'm editing this, like when I next see this footage, like I'm gonna be, is my camera dirty? Yes it is, but I don't know if it's coming up. Anyway, I'm like at Yale right now when I'm watching this. That's so weird. I'll go show you the progress we've made with packing in a second. But yeah, I'm so tired. Oh, have I said that? I forget who I've told. I forget if I've told you guys or if I've told my dad because he lives in Melbourne. So like sometimes I just forget to tell him things because I think I've told him, but I've actually just told like my mum and my friends, but I haven't actually told him. And then sometimes, I just always forget who I've told things. I don't think I've told you guys yet. I might have an ear infection 2 days before I leave, which is great. So I went to the doctor's this morning. It's just one ear, which is why I'm like, could be an ear infection, because like if it was both ears are sore, then maybe like I've done something, but if one ear is sore, that's a bit strange. So I got some antibiotics today at the doctor. He said it doesn't look like an ear infection, but he was like, because you're flying in 2 days, then I'll give you antibiotics anyway. So I probably should take them. Yeah, I should do that. Anyway, I'm so tired. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I was so tired because I didn't sleep last night very much because my ear was really, really sore all night. Like it was really sore. I've been dosing up on the Nuramol today. And I'm also just really tired because I've had, this week I have, last night was the first night this week that I've slept the whole way through the night and I haven't had to wake up in the middle of the night for a class or an exam. So I'm so tired. I feel like I should document how I'm feeling right now because it would be kind of good to look back on. Everyone's like, are you feeling nervous about leaving? And I'm like, not really. But I'm starting to feel nervous about a couple of things. One of them is just like getting everything done on time, getting all the packing, getting my whole room sorted. Like currently my room is a mess and I have all of this to sort out, all of my stuff in the garage to sort out, and like I've got so much on tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a class from 8 till 10, then I'm going to see my grandparents for lunch because it was both of their birthdays last week. Then I have a doctor's appointment, then I have training I'm not gonna have time to do anything tomorrow, and I also need to get a couple more things from the shop. I need to get another hard drive for my laptop because I have so much, because like YouTube and just I take so many photos and stuff. I need more storage devices. I need like another notebook. I've completely filled up my my one notebook that I'm using for uni. I've completely filled it up. I started writing on like the back cover. Can you see? Yeah, I started writing like on that. So back to what I was saying. Things I'm concerned about is number one, just getting everything done in time, like getting everything packed and ready. And I know that it'll happen because everything always does happen, it always falls into place. But my voice is so really sore because I went on live stream on Instagram for like an hour today, because when no one was at the goodbye thing, Sarah and I just went on live stream on my Insta, and I'd never gone on live stream on there before. It was so fun. We were on there for like an hour and I was just like talking non-stop, answering your questions. So thank you if you came to that, that was fun. Anyway, I go off topic so much. Two things I'm worried about. One of them is not getting everything done in time. And the second thing is like, I'm not worried about leaving, but I'm starting to get like worried about missing people. Like, I'm gonna miss people. Sarah, I'm gonna miss you so much if you're watching. I already miss you. And all of my friends, I'm gonna miss them. Like, I'm not gonna see them for so long. And of course, like my mum and my sister, I'm gonna miss so much. Earlier this year, for like, I was in, we went on holiday overseas, and my sister and my mum came home because my sister needed to start school, but I didn't need to start school because I had finished school and I wasn't starting uni until like now. So I just stayed on in the UK for an extra month by myself, and it was really fun. And it was like free accommodation because I was staying with family, so it didn't cost like any extra money, which is why I stayed on, just because YOLO. And it was really fun. But I just remember like missing hugging my mum, like, because there's no one, it's not really the same like hugging someone else as like actually hugging your parents. So I just feel like I'm gonna miss that. So I'm just worried about that. But yeah, I'm gonna cry. Because I'm like not gonna be home for so long. But it'll be good. It's just like literally so far away. Like it's the other side of the world. Like literally if you dug a hole through the world, you would come from Perth, you would come out on the ocean that's like next to Yale. It's like very close. It's as close as you can get. So it'll be good. It'll be good. Anyway, I'm gonna have a shower. But it's just like, there's 2 more nights. I have 2 more nights in Perth. Like, and I'm about to go to sleep. So I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning and have 1 more night in Perth. Like, it just feels like it's happened so fast. And it has happened so fast. And there's so many things I need to do before I go. If I had everything, like, if I didn't have anything I needed to do before I go, I would feel so much less stressed. But I just have so much I have to do because I've had exams these past 2 weeks. And just like, stressed. Okay, I'm gonna go. Forgot I was gonna show you the progress that we made with packing. So, let's just go around here. So, this is what I'm taking. This and that. Those are the clothes I'm taking. And the only stuff that we have to sort through now is just this, which looks kind of big, but it's actually really small. And then shoes, and then like, so that's just clothes, and then I'm gonna need to get like personal items and stuff. I've started collecting them over there. There's all my face masks, hairdryer, sanitary items, water bottle, socks, etc. I need to go have a shower. I'm procrastinating from having a shower because when I like get anxious, which I'm feeling anxious right now, I just like procrastinate from doing anything, and that just makes everything worse. But like, I'm anxious and that makes me not do anything. Like I feel kind of like, Oh wow, we're getting really deep. Maybe we don't need to go here right now. But I feel kind of like paralyzed. Okay, this is weird. This is where I did not give that any context at all. Anyway, we don't need to get into this right now, but basically, when I get anxious, I don't do stuff because I'm feeling so anxious, and I just feel like I can't do anything, and then I don't do anything, and then that makes me more anxious because I haven't done anything that I need to do. So to overcome that, I'm gonna go do something, and that thing is to have a shower. Good job, Tia. But then I left Australia and I was off to the US, and that concludes my very first kind of chapter of college. And the next chapter is obviously going to be me traveling to the US, moving into college, quarantining, and experiencing my first weeks at Yale, which was really, really exciting. The next episode in the Yale Diaries series that's going to show all of that stuff is going to be a lot more interesting than this one, because in that episode I have so much more footage of that time, so there's going to be a lot less of me sitting here talking and a lot more of you seeing me actually kind of in action at college, and that's how all of the future episodes will be as well. But this episode I didn't have as much footage, and also there were a few things that I had to explain, so that's why I've been rabbiting on from this little seat. But yeah, really excited, really excited for the next episode. Oh my goodness. So I really hope you've enjoyed the first episode of the Yale Diaries. If you have, please do give this video a thumbs up, as this video has taken a lot of editing, so I would really appreciate that. That really helps my channel out. And I hope you're as excited as I am for the next episode of the Yale Diaries and all of the future episodes to come. So to make sure you don't miss those, make sure to go down below and subscribe to my channel. And you can also check out all of my other videos about Yale while you're there. If you're new to my channel, then I have so many videos of my time at Yale and the many years before my time at Yale as well, so you can go and kind of catch up on my whole life story, I guess. And also definitely ring the notification bell down below so that you're notified and you can be the first one here to see episode 2 of the Yale Diaries. You can also follow me on my other social media platforms on Instagram and TikTok. I try and post on those as regularly as possible, and I do quite a lot of kind of day-to-day updates on there, and then my YouTube videos are kind of twice every week, so they're obviously slightly less frequent because they're a lot bigger, but I do try to post at least once a week, if not twice a week, on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching all the way through to the end of the video. I really appreciate you being here. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!